you. Mr. Carver, please.
Thank you, Chair. Mr. Candu, may I be candid with you? When Moldova held her parliamentary elections last year, the Eurosceptic Party of Socialists, as you know, gained, with 21% of the votes, gained 25 seats, thus becoming the largest parliamentary party. However, they were unable to form a majority, thus allowing the other pro-EU parties to do so through a coalition. Since then, we've seen the signing of the EU-Moldova Association Agreement, when there were protests in Chisinau against this move towards increased ties with the European Union. In April this year, a poll found that only 32% of Moldovans favoured joining the EU, a drastic drop compared to 78% in 2007. But of course, the country remains governed by a centre-right coalition for European integration. I feel it necessary to ask whether or not the Moldovan government acknowledges this significant proportion of their population who do not support EU membership. After he took up the presidency, Mr Juncker assured us that there will be no EU expansion within the next 5 years. But are there any assurances, either politically or constitutionally, that will ensure a free and fair consultation of the Moldovan people should Moldova begin the final process of joining the European Union? Thank you.
About the polls and the credibility of the European Union generally. Because we fail in the reforms, and also because of the Russian propaganda, indeed the European Union lost as well I would say the supporters from the Moldovan population. But that's not because of the European Union, that's because of us and the mistakes we had. It's also about the Russian propaganda. You were mentioning how about, somebody was asking about the media and how important it is or how strong impact has the media and the Russian channels. Well, it's a very strong. I would say that more than half of TV channels in Moldova are Russian channels broadcasted. And when you have a regional context also related to Ukraine and not only, this is a very strong. People still watch a lot TV. So TV channels is the primary source of information, and it's very strongly impacting. If you ask me how to face this challenge, only in the democratic way. We cannot ban the Russian channels. That's not the freedom of speech we are looking for. But there are other measures. And the first one would be to promote and to help the local products to be developed. And spatial programs and talk shows on the European Union and how important it is, the so-called even social advertising. So in the society generally and in the political class and also in the parliament, we are now talking about pieces of legislation. First, to have transparency in ownership of media. Second, to promote and to help local products to be developed in order to face the challenges coming from the Russian propaganda.